my sights on a brand new beginning. A steady rhythm will hold me to the shore. I've got my sights on a brand new beginning. A steady rhythm will hold me to the shore.
Tags, he is the hero. Nievny, oh dear, showing the back to Ambition. Oh no, he received a shot, now he's a one shot. Oh dear, Nievny, can he survive? It's the $1 million question now, can he survive? He race. Oh my god, oh no, he found a whoopsie, he found a, oh no! Oh no! Good evening, everyone. We are back officially, and it's going to be Money Blaster open stage 2 on the EU server. Tonight we're following Group 16, and that consists of both W1N and SPRTA. As you all know, W1N is renowned for their valiant effort in 2019 Twister season, where they came third, and they got a really exciting style of play in tournaments. Meanwhile, SPRTA is an up and rising clan, and they improved quite a lot over the last few months, and most recently in Blitz Premier Cup Season 3, they finished in the 8th place, and that includes beating Val in their group and qualified to the last chance tournament in the 3rd place. That includes Loka, Jones, Val, Immortals, and TDT among the ranks. So both teams, I think it will be an evenly matched one, and it's a big mismatch as well. The seeding was very unfortunate for them to be pit against one another. It could have gone either way though, but it seems luck is not with either of these teams tonight, and I don't think any of these teams would want to face one another, and certainly it's not going to be easy for both teams. Okay. Alright, so I forgot to change. Alright, I think now I should be able to go live nicely. Yep. Brilliant. Hopefully it's not going to be as laggy as on the Asia server. Asia server was kind of a nightmare, to be honest with you. But with everything solved, I hope this is going to be better. Right. Yes, so this is the format. All 3 days will be a 14 double elimination. For day 2, only one winner will advance. Only one team will advance to stage 3. So it's either going to be SPRTA or W1N or any of the teams we are seeing tonight. And they must qualify to day 3. If they exit the tournament tonight, they would not have any chance to qualify to the Money Blaster final. We have yet to, we will see whether Wargaming will put 4 teams, will put 7 groups of 4 teams, or will they put 4 teams of 4 groups of 4 teams and 4 groups of 3 teams. If it's the latter, then we don't have to worry about granting wildcards to the teams on the EU server. So this is the timeline. Money Blaster Open is going to be held from the 7th to the 11th of February. the first to the 16th place, so 16 teams will qualify to the Money Blaster final, where they have a chance to win $10,000 US. I think that's only for the top 3. Will be held from 21st to 25th. A very exciting one. Coincidentally, it's actually the freest week for me, so that's very good. If you want to donate to the stream, here are the links. Hopefully. Everything is up and running and it's going to be smooth, and let's look at the groupings tonight. I will begin with Group 4. Second team of A1N1 will be facing Heroes, and Veil will be facing Co. Veil, unfortunately, I think it's pretty much public information. They lost their main team pretty much, and this Veil's team is going to be kind of not weak, but I would say would be under some issues. Not under some issues, but will be pretty much weakened. Right, so just going to see if we have Group 3 being ASP, Oppo, Camry, and 7 Bad. And we know Group 4, and hopefully the slideshow will go to Group 5 soon. Yes, Group 5 we have TDT, Orlik, Zero, and Veil in the same group, and you will be expecting TDT to qualify quite easily in this one. And they are a decent team as well. And for some reason it goes back to day 1. We just changed. And hopefully this is going to work properly. Back in Group 1 we have Endgame, War96, TXC, and Codex. It's going to be a tough group for Codex. And we suddenly jump to Group 10. Second team of Immortals, FRS, Cricket Esports, and C13. Quite an interesting one. I think either second team of Immortals and Cricket Esports will go through. It will be a tough one for both of them. Great matches to see as well. Chai Raiders will probably go through. I don't see they will fail. Shadow as well, unless MFG could spoil their party. I think that's possible. MFG is not a terrible clan. They have been around in the tournament scene for some time, so they have some experience, but they haven't been able to break through the top. I think they have invested a lot here. Loka, Chrome will be an interesting one, and then Serenity, ITED, Isles, and BWB. And then Group 50 we have Ascend, Hate, Corpi, and Wanted. This is going to be quite interesting. I do think there is a chance for Corpi here. And then Group 16, the group we're following tonight, very tough one indeed. Win with Sparta and PM1. I don't think Wiz and PM1 will stand a chance against these two really strong clans. Group 17 we have Raid, GDWPL, M1R, and Tink. And then 18 we have this, Ignore, Mach, and Iri2. Quite interesting. I'm not sure this is the first team of DIS, as we saw in Blitz Premier Cup, so this could be interesting. And I Hate, N1, Prof, and SPS. And then Group 20, we're going to Group 2, ZGS, Jumbo Quick, and RO. We saw ZGS doing fairly decently in Blitz Premier Cup Season 3, but I'm not sure if the roster has changed a lot since then, so we will see. Group 20, we have SYS, KPB, Kova, and Kron. Without a doubt, I think SYS will be through. Group 21, we have Turks, very strong clan as well, against either N3P and a very questionable clan tag here, NGR. I don't want to know if it's actually intentional to be named that way, but Retzi, TDH, RTK, and Ombly should be an easy route for Retzi. TRNMT should be an easy route for them, and they are actually pretty decent, as we saw in Blitz Premier Cup. Up against SRB, TRA, and Whelp. Group 24, we have W2B, PL4, Cash, and Meter. And finally, it's not finally, we will see Group 25, APA, Kaiju, and BGOL. Don't think that will be a problem for them. Let's go back. Group 26, Phoenix, Eagles, Pink, and TDK. Phoenix and Pink are both pretty decent teams, so this is going to be quite a fight, I presume. Group 27, we have First Alliance, UAU, SWS, and Omni. I'm not sure if that's the original First Alliance. Someone could confirm about this, but it will be very interesting to see them back. T1L, Test, RNG, and Zenith. This is going to be quite a toss-up. I don't think that's the Zenith, the original Zenith, probably the second team of Zenith from previously. As the first team, I think a lot of them went to Chrome now. Group 3 we have ASP, Bopo, Camry, and Seven Bad, as we know before. Second team with A1N1, Veil, which I think Fujit is going to stream this one tonight. They have a chance, I think. It will not be easy for Veil. And A1N1 second team, great chance for them to progress forward. Group 5 announced already. And Group 6. I don't think we have time though. So let's actually go to this. Battle Pass giveaway has begun. If you want to join the Battle Pass giveaway, the link, the unlisted video is pinned in the chat and also in the description. So comment on that video, follow the instructions there, and come back to this video. Basically, this method will probably divert most of the attention to the stream itself. So both teams greeting one another, and great to see Win back. We haven't seen Win for quite some time, and quite some players haven't played in tournaments in 2021. With the exception of maybe the winter season. So let's see, will they pick up the performance as they did 3 years ago? It's a really long time, or maybe 2 years ago. But D is going to be captured by Wiz. By the looks of it, Win will get both B and C, and that will put them in a cap point advantage. Kuma is not getting resets. I mean, these are the real original guys from Win, so obviously it's quite nostalgic, I have to say. Good times, good times. Killer from North, already very aggressive. Oh, Harpros, the second, caught in the wrong position. Got shot twice, and hit points are still in favor. Oh, actually in favor of Wiz. But the cap points are in favor of Win, so all they need to do is to stay put. They don't want to drop too many hit points. Wiz actually do not have the positional advantage, and now Win continuing to press onto Wiz. So this could be big for Win. Kuma from North going to put a shot into. No, it's going to go past. Von just misses that shot, and Wozu. In that ISO got shot by Kuma from North. This is certainly going to be Win. Great start to Win. They're just going to barrel into Wiz lineup, and Wiz seems to be in chaos. It has descended into disarray, and Killer from North is going to put a shot into Harpros. Win doesn't even need to focus fire at this point. Stapo is now dead, and I think now one shot for Wiz, and I do have to remember to change this because it's not GB versus Spoon. Let me just go down, and that should change accordingly. Yes, and as we can see, it's pretty much a dominant performance by Win. Rambo from North killing off Wosu. Wailu now down to 1,000 hit points. Will be killed by Win's forces soon. Wiz just hang on as long as they could. I don't think they could survive for long. Win starting off strong. No issues at all. Why would we think they have issues? Yes, great job to Win. really no problem at all. 5 tanks doing 1 and 2k, Wiz 1 tank doing 1 and 2k. Looking at this win, look a lot more experienced than Wiz, obviously. The positioning is a lot better simply, and they keep on pressing onto Wiz, and Wiz just don't have an answer to that, and they don't have the map control at all. Win just control the map from start to finish, even if they have the out lead. They could just sit back and allow Wiz to do something, but they just want to finish the games quickly. They don't want to delay for too long. We're now going into the second match of Faust. Let's see what Wiz would do here. But it seems they are coming up really short here. They're trying their best, but against the caliber of Win, you really don't stand a chance. So we're seeing Win going for double T100 LT, and they love some mobility this time. Triple 60 TPs and double IS7, so nothing really spectacular. On the other hand, Wiz going for an IS4, triple IS7, and E100, an M6Yo, and a 60 TP. Yes, Titanium, there is a lot more groups than on Asia server. I do think that's to do with the server size as well as kind of the overall environment of tournaments on the Asia server. It's pretty much dead for the pub teams. So for the competitive side, it's actually thriving. It's I would have to say it's actually not bad at all. I won't say the competitive side of the Asia server is dead, although we lost some big clans like Laos and RN, and we kind of have a mashup of the Japanese clans now. But we are still able to we're able to see some new faces, and that is what matters the most in my opinion. Now going back to the second match, Win versus Wiz, and really nice to see FPS is pretty much close to 60 this time. We really love a stable stream. Kuma from North in that T100 LT is going to get some spots in, potentially. Maybe not, because most of the tanks of WIS is going to A. And I think pressure is on Rambo from North now. Can Rambo from North run quickly enough? And will Wiz catch Rambo before he's able to run out of it? No. Rambo will be running out of it safely, and for some reason Von Dobeln got a little bit too aggressive. I'm not sure why Wiz think that's a good idea, because as you can see, most of the forces of Wiz are pretty much far behind, packed back, and this really looks like a random match to me. Wiz really not taking this. I'm not sure if they are taking this seriously, but certainly this is a very awkward, very bizarre move from Wiz. Certainly, I would not have legislated that if I were Wiz. So that would not have worked out anyway. Or big shots into Oli from North. They have to be careful. They don't want to throw this one away, despite a really strong start and a major mistake from Wiz. Big shot from Pyko into Hapros. Kuma receives a big shot from Whalelu as well, but then when 2 tanks of advantage here, can they really throw this one away? I don't really think so. Miss Pyko is going to get Hapros out of the way. Lays from North turning his turret towards Wozu. Going to be a big shot, obviously. Torpy going to put the numbers into... Oh, Wozu, but it's a bounce. But they have to be careful though. It's training. They have to... It's training. This match is it's training for them. They do have to make sure they put all the shells in, because they do want to make sure that doesn't happen against Sparta. That will be punished duly. But anyhow, that's not going to matter too much here. Miss Pyko is going to put a big shot into Staple. Nevertheless, Staple is going to be down to a 1-shot, and looking at this, Rue is going to be the last person standing, I presume, unless they can't kill off Step. They will kill off Step, so that leaves that E100 to be last person standing, and Win will be cruising through to the upper bracket final. And let's see if Wiz will fare any better in the lower bracket first round. It really doesn't look like it. Looks very looks a bit meh. And Killer from North tramples onto Rue, kills himself, but able to use the collateral damage to kill Rue out. 3-0 damage from which side. I'm really not sure why they make that move though. At the start, that doesn't make any sense to me at all. Win, comfortable win for them. No pun intended. 5 tanks, more than 2,000 damage, and there we go. Chewy looks good. Yes, Chewy looks really good. There we go. Yeah, pretty much a solid start for Win. I don't think there is any issue at all. Win really didn't look terrible tonight. So let's do this and let's also automate. Oh, oops, it's not this one. We are in 16. Alright, let's generate the table again. Not from Japan, but anyway. Oh, can't find image to. That's always a good thing to see. Let's try this one again. See if it's going to generate the right stuff this time. And with and I will close NAS for now because we don't need NAS. Yes, don't know. Maybe you will jinx it, Titanium. Once again, if you want to join the giveaway, instructions is pinned in the chat. Just go to the unlisted video and follow the instructions there and come back to the stream immediately. I mean, we don't really want to divert too much attention away from the exciting matches tonight, obviously. So let's see about other groups. Okay, let's see Group 1. Group 1, we have Endgame versus Warnice. Okay, let's see with results. I think we have some results in. Endgame and TXC are through, with Endgame winning 2-0, TXC winning 2-0 as well. Meanwhile, we have Group 2. Group 2, we have ZGS and Quick. And as expected, Quick won 2-0, ZGS won 2-0. So they're going to be facing one another. Next, we have Group 3. Group 3, we have ASP and Camry. As expected, ASP and Camry are through, and they've won their matches 2-0. And then we have Group 4, Vale and second team of A1N1. Vale are through 2-0. Nice one here. But A1N1 second team, they're still playing against Heroes, so we could see an upset here. But anyhow, Group 5 we have TTT and Zero through already, both of them winning 2-0. So no surprises here, really no surprises. Next we have Group 6 will be Face, 777 Demo and Charm. Both of them are through. We expect Demo to top the group tonight, I would say. But Faces also have some familiar faces, so you never know. Next, Group 7 Immortals are through, with Red 3 still playing against TRT and K. At the moment, Red 3 finished in the 12th place, if I remember correctly, in the autumn season. So that will be a big upset if they lose the next one. Despite being the better team on paper, obviously Immortals are through. Group 8 we have WNRS. And they have won 2-0, and 57 are still playing against 7TM. We will wait on this one. Group 9 we have Jones versus A1N1's first team, and this is going to be a tough one indeed. Both of them have won 2-0. Right? That's good. And then Group 10 we have Immortals and Kraken Esports. Immortals have won 2-0. Kraken Esports have won 2-0 as well. So congratulations. Group 11 we have Chai Raiders and Hess. Chai Raiders are through without doubt 2-0 against 19E. I mean, after all, they are a team that finished the second place in the challenges last season. Group 12 we have Shadow and MFG through without a doubt 2-0 for both teams. Group 13 we have Loka and Crom through. Oh, Crom's still playing at the moment against O, so it could go either way now, with Loka 2-0 against Red 5. Let's see about Group 14, Serenity and Fires. Are they through? Yeah, they are through to next round with Ios and Serenity knocking out the teams 2-0. As expected, when we are waiting for Group 16, will Sparta join win in the upper bracket final? And that will be the case. Oh, the old hate logo. Oh, do send me the new logo if you have. If you want me to update them. And yes, Sparta 2-0 against PM1. So well done to Sparta. But that's a better later. Right, so next we have Raid and also M1R, I believe, will be through to the next round 2-0. As expected. Yes, 2-0 for both. Group 19 we have this and Mach. And Mach is through. As expected, D1S is through. And they they are through 2-0. No doubt. What about Group 19? Hate and Prof. Both of them are through. Great job to both. 2-0 for both as well. And then Group 20, SYS is through. And they're going to be playing against Kova, which won Krong 2-1. So that was a tiebreaker. The first tiebreaker we are seeing tonight so far. Group 21, NEP and NGR. It will be NGR going through as they won N3P 2-0. Group 22, we have Reti and R2K. It will be Omni and Reti. Omni beat R2K 2-0 and Reti beat TDH 2-0. So that was an interesting result. But I do remember that this R2K team is a much weaker team than the legendary R2K team back then. That was not a surprise to me, I have to say. Group 23, Whelp and TRNMT. 2-0 for both, I would say. Yep, 2-0 for both. Right, so Group 24. W2B and Cash. Both of them are through. As expected, W2B 2-0 and Cash will be going home this 2-0 as well. And also, please send me the new logo for Cash. I forgot to ask. I'm not sure. I think it will matter for stage 3. But anyway, Group 25. APA and Kaiju. We have APA still. Well, Kaiju is through. APA hasn't played against Kaiju yet. 2-0 for them. At Group 26, we have Phoenix and Pink. Phoenix and Pink are both through, and both of them will have won their matches 2-0. Right, so next we have Group 27. It will be First Alliance and also SWS. First Alliance, oh, this is actually probably the Mercy team back in 2020 autumn season. So that's Monic probably. So they are going to be a very decent team. 2-0 for them, obviously, and SWS 2-0. And also Wargaming lifted the restrictions of teams only able to play with at most 2 players outside of the EU region. Finally, we have Group 28, RNG and T1L are through. RNG beating Zenith 2-1, T1L beating Test 2-0. Alright, so we'll have a major update in no time. Wow, that's a lot to go through. Phew. I think top 4 will be very hard to predict. It will go down to the draw for the Money Blaster final. But it will be along the lines of Endgame, Loka, Jones, Raid, and also Serenity. Raid we want to watch because they most recently won the Blitz Premier Cup Season 3, so they are a force to be reckoned with. I think they could be a contender as well. But Endgame, being the defending champion from last season, can they go all the way once again? It will be a challenge, but they have a lot of caliber and amongst the ranks, so I won't be surprised if they will win this one again. Yeah, so let's go back to let's see, which group have we not? Hey, group 4. What's going on with group 4? We haven't checked we haven't checked whether A1N1 is through, and it will be the case. 2-1 though. It was tough. Not sure against Bell. This could be difficult for them, but not unmanageable. Rap 3 against TRT and K in Group 7. Oh, TRT and K. There was an upset here, beating Rap 3-1. I'm not sure if that's the original Rap we saw back then. Certainly, a lot of the names I don't recall. And then 70M has beaten 57TH 2-1. So well done to them. And then we have Group 9, Group 10, Group 11, Tess and Ego. Tess is through 2-1 against Ego. And next we have Chrome versus O, and it will be Chrome going through, but surprisingly they only managed to beat O 2-1, so that's kind of surprising, but it doesn't matter anyway. All it matters is that they are through to the upper bracket final, but they would want to finish in the second place and pose a challenge to the local, obviously, but that doesn't look ideal at all. Group 14, we have Els and Isles and also Serenity through to nil, so I don't know why I forgot to include that. We know what happened to Group 15. Oh no, Corpi didn't win. One Ted won 2-0 against Corpi, and Ascend 1-0. Yes, against Hate, you know. We know what happened to Group 16, except we don't know the result just yet. And do we have more results to come through? Are we missing anything? Nope, we have gotten everything now. I think there will be some results from lower bracket first round for some groups, but I don't want to go through all the groups once again because that's time consuming, so we'll wait until the next one. Yeah, it's not nice to be stuck at work. I know the feeling. And we will be in the room soon. Yeah, I will just be excused for a moment, have some biscuits. Okay, we are back. After having some biscuits, I probably need some water after this one because the commentary will be very intense. Hi, Agile Hippo, how are you doing? Well, W1N and Sparta, as I said at the start of the stream, both exceptionally brilliant clans. W1N, you might know them back in 2019 Twister season where they finished third on the E server, and they displayed some of the best and most exciting gameplays that we have seen in history of EU of the Clan Wars of EU Clan Wars. So far, they warmed up really well. Very convincing wins against Wiz. So they will be one to watch, but they haven't played for quite some time. And with this group of players as well, I do think some of them haven't played for quite a long time. But there are people like Kuma and Killer from North, I presume, that has been playing in 2021. So they will have some intel on the current meta, but whether they are able to consolidate and have an exceptional performance tonight, I don't think this is. I don't think they will want to achieve something very big instantly. I think they will have a long-term sight for the later seasons, but certainly if they can beat against Sparta, if they can qualify to the Money Blaster final, that would be a huge boost for them. A great start to their campaign in 2022. Over to Sparta's side, Sparta is one of the clans that is rising really quickly. And they've improved massively over the last few weeks, and they played really well in Blitz Premier Cup Season 3, where they finished 8th, but they've beaten against the clans like Val, which was tipped to be a contender back then, although they finished 4th in the end, which was pretty impressive. So they are ones to watch, and they've been playing consistently in the last few weeks, so they should have a bit more experience to this. They should feel a bit more warmed up compared to W1N in this sense, but we'll see. We'll begin with Neighbor Frontier, best of 3 again, and we are guaranteed exciting, thrilling, exhilarating performances tonight from both teams. And unfortunately, Wargaming, the seeding wasn't in favor of these two teams, and one of the teams will be knocked out tonight, and they will not qualify to the next stage. Let's see about this. Let's head up high with W1N, and let's double check whether we have the right. Yes, we have the right scoreboard. Right, I do have to remember that it's not Minecraft. I do get mixed up for elevating myself and dropping down. But with Kuma from North spotting Patrick and Ardvard, they know where Sparta's going, but at the same time, Ardvard spotted up Oli from North, Miss Pyko and Torpy, and there are 2 tanks up there holding diligently. They are very careful not to receive a hit from Gabe from North. So far, both teams have shot something, but they haven't been able to put something in. Sparta have a lot more hit points than W1N, because W1N took double light tanks, and that is always a risk. And in the meta, in the current meta, the current meta doesn't really favor medium or light play. So so W1N has to be really careful. They really need to find that spark, find that magic, and it will be really difficult for sure. So I do remember to unmute myself. I have to double check whether it's red. If it's red, then I haven't unmuted myself. And definitely you received the briefing on these two teams. Racial interviewer bond. So far, the games have started really slowly, with Sparta getting C at the start, so they don't have to do much. They can just hold. I think they don't want to risk too much here, because there is a lot on the line. but at the same time, it's just upper bracket final. It's not grand final. So even though there is a lot on the line here, it's not like the most on the line. You will see the most exciting matches in the grand final, and that is going to matter the most tonight here. This, even if Sparta loses, they still have a second chance. Even if they win against Sparta, even if Sparta win, even if Win wins, even if Win loses, it all boils down to the grand final. So this is just a warm-up for both teams to familiarize themselves what the playstyles of both teams are. With the T100 LT just roaming around the map, trying to get information for the team, but Sparta is really not allowing Win to spot them. And that's always a good idea, because you don't want the enemy team to know where you are and to coordinate that push. Win potentially could coordinate a push onto C. Coordinate, I mean. Whether they're going to do that remains to be seen. Patrick could be under some trouble here. A bit worried about Sparta. Not sure if they have enough crossfire over to Patrick. Certainly, if I will win, I probably have rushed C, but they don't know much about what's going on. As you can see, Gabe hesitating at this point. Sparta might be sensing a push coming for C, so they might regroup and fortify. And that could be a big golden opportunity wasted for Win, but they don't know where Sparta tanks are, so you can't blame them for that. Oh, a bit interesting move from Kuma. Potentially this move would render Kuma no escape route, so this is going to be a huge risk for Kuma, but could be up for huge rewards, because now he'll be able to spot quite a lot of tanks. Sparta, they will know where most of the tanks are. Great shot to Patrick though, but Lays from coming from below. They're looking to put a big shot into Patrick, and the push from Win has commenced. They're looking to get Patrick out of the way. Will Sparta be up for this challenge here? Sparta sees now getting reset by Win, and will be getting B as well. Sparta needs to do something on the other side. So far, both teams are quite equal in hit points, and Win's losing some more hit points, and Sparta's on the hit point pool advantage, but they lost a tank, and that can be very vital here. Chiapo trying to get A, and Alpha's trying to run away. Win staying is not going to stay any longer. 1 versus 2, you can't do much about that. Staying could only put more shots in. It's Sparta falling apart here. It's going to be seen. Staying will be killed by Gabe from North. Oli from North is now dead. And it's now going to be a 6 versus 5 here. It's looking very decent. Looking very good for Win at the moment. But Sparta got B again, so the cap pressure is on to Win. Once again, Reaver Bond in the comms at 1B. Can he land a big shot into Lays from North? Oh! It's a bounce, however, could have killed Lays, and that could have been crucial. That bounce right here. Oh, Sparta really feeling the nerves here. But they still have the hit point pool advantage, but they do not have the cap lead now, with Win getting A as well. Unless Sparta is able to break through this brick wall here, this is going to be an uphill battle. Chiapo is going to turn his turn over to Torpy, but Win will get 1,000 cap points before Sparta is able to kill some tanks. Well done to Win. That was a really great push. And Sparta, definitely, it really looks like they weren't prepared for that push. For some odd reason, they should have prepared. And it was to be expected, so it was quite disappointing on behalf of Sparta, especially Patrick going down with 0 damage. So well done to Win. 5 tanks for more than 2k. Sparta only putting up 3 tanks for more than 2k. Not the end of the world for Sparta yet. There is still a chance, but Win looking very solid at the moment, and it really looks like it's Win. It's really a Win's game to lose. But that will very much change in the grand final. Sparta, hopefully that will warm them up more. Hopefully they will feel a bit more with the adrenaline and show what they are capable of. So far, 1-0 to Win. And you all have jinxed Win. 75% of you have voted for Win, and 25% of you voted for Sparta. Wow. 64 votes in, so that's a great number here. But Wargaming's policy is to have 5 minutes of stream delay. That is to take into account the countdown of the first match, and to prevent teams from knowing what our teams taking. I know. So, going back to the second match of Naval Frontier, WIN looking very strong at the moment. The double T100 LT definitely paid off for them. Sparta, they really need to reassess their positioning, or maybe not their positioning reacting to a push. That is more important, because I believe that their positioning should be capable of saving Patrick out of trouble, at least made it a bit more difficult for WIN to push onto Patrick. So this is a concern for Sparta. They really need to react more wisely. And going back to WIN, can they make it to the grand final? First team of tonight to the grand final. Spartans never die. A famous quote from the game Halo, and as you all know, Halo just released. The 343 industry released a new game called Halo Infinite. I think there are mixed reactions about this. Certainly multiplayer hasn't been as well received as expected. And Kuma from North getting the spots on Vabon and Aardvark. Once again, Sparta with an inherent advantage because they have more heavy tanks. They don't have any mediums or lights. That can be a problem because they don't have anyone to obtain information for them. WIN with the double T110 100 LT, this is always this is going to be helpful for them. They will sacrifice the hit points and also the armor here, but what they will get in return is information. Information war can be very important and crucial for the matches here. Oh, we could see Chiapo and El Nopan going to the northwestern corner, but is it a good risk taken here? Because potentially they're going to be doing a 2 versus 3 and looking at the minimap here. Sparta looks very spread out, and that is going to be an advantage for WIN. The M6Os, I don't think that's a good move. I think that's not a good risk taken unless Sparta's going to do something. They're going to provide support onto Sparta. These two double M6Os here. T100 LTs definitely can't do much about the M6Os. And certainly WIN now has the hit point pool advantage. Chiapo now very low, has to get out of this. But looking at those T100 LT, look at how mobile they are. They've spotted Stain to be a next target potentially. And ooh, great shot from Kuma from North onto Chiapo, but Lays from North is now the first tank down. Sparta is actually not losing the first tank of this battle. Stain goes down very quickly, but the next tank down could be Chiapo. This is exactly what WIN is going for. Great shot from Chiapo onto Oli from North. Oli from North, great shot. Oh, killed by fire from Fabon. 5 versus 5. This is going to be close. Hit points in favor of a WIN here. Aardvark, great shot to Miss Pykel. It's all about focus fire now. They have to save Aardvark. All the focus on Aardvark because Aardvark is now down to one shot. Topi. Oh, it's a bounce onto Aardvark. That will buy some time for Sparta. And that also means now Sparta has a hit point advantage. It all boils down to Patrick here. Patrick, can he survive for long? The T100 LT, that was a big bounce here. Rambo from North will kill Patrick. It's a tie, it's a tug of war. Sparta tussling with WIN. It's still anyone's game to call, but at least WIN, they preserve the double T100 LTs, and that will matter the most here. The late game stages, these two light tanks can be a huge hassle in Sparta's eyes, unless WIN made some horrible mistakes with those tanks near B. I do think it's also WIN's game to lose here. Really, Sparta, all they hope for is it's a miracle somewhere. Unless they're able to kill a T100 LT, if they could, that could be vital. Oh, Freeman Ball able to put a shot in? I don't think so. Remember from North, very wisely are they going to make a push onto Miss Pyko. That could be good. Big ram from Bat Bond onto Miss Pyko. That is a great kill though. But Kuma from North discovered that push early enough to kill the two tanks down below. The bomb will not last long, and this world will be killed by Kuma from North, leaving Charlie Scene the last tank remaining alive. Oh, what a great match from Win once again. That's another brilliant match here. Sparta really looked a bit really fell short here. I thought it would have gone a lot closer. The second game is close, don't get me wrong. The first game definitely doesn't feel very as close as I thought. Anyhow, Win has 5 tanks 31 2k, Sparta 4 tanks 31 2k. Immediately we're going to the lower bracket final. Camstia PN1 versus Sparta. So Sparta has beaten PN1 before. What's the result from PN1? Oh, 2-0 against Emo. Well done. Stop yelling. No. PN1 won with 2-0. So let's say Sparta, they need to recuperate very quickly. This is not a game to lose. Obviously, this is the group of death. No mistakes are allowed. Ooh, 62 people watching. That's a brilliant number here. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope the games are really exciting to watch. So far, Sparta, they just need to, I think they can do better. It's I mean, I don't think they have reached their maximum capacity just yet. Although they haven't done poorly, that is to say, they have some good moves, some good strategies, and so on. But now we're going to PN1 versus Sparta. Looking at Sparta, we will be seeing Concept 1B, and in fact 2 of them. 60 TP by Flybus, Ashia, IS7, Charlie Seed, T100 LT. Double IS7 by nope. Will be one single 50B by Aardvardt and Patrick. Ooh, teeing up with both Aardvardt and Flybox in triple 50B. Or Aardvardt may go back to an IS7 eventually, or maybe in a 60 TB, and it will be the case. So it will be a platoon of 50Bs by Patrick and Flybox going to PN1. They have 6 at the moment. Hopefully they will show up with 7. Abby in the 60p Philip, Kramwagen, Radium, Vickers Lights, Rapid and Waffen, and the double I7 Executioner, or Executionist, I don't know. Let me double check. Executioner, and VK90.01, potentially the leader of the team, Reginald Law, is back in the game in the I7. Executioner will be changing into Gorilla 15, but it's Camstia, so anything could happen. But Camstia is a very campy map, obviously. But Sparta might have a different idea here. Oh, actually, Legend is going to spectate in the Gorilla. Coming in will be Major in the Gorilla 15. So 1 minute left to go. Let's check other teams. So we know Angin through, ZGS through, well than ZGS, ASP through, A1N and Veil still playing, TDT still playing for some odd reason. FaZe won against Emo. That's a bit of a surprise to me, but I really don't know what about space, to be honest with you. Immortals first team through as expected. Jones obviously through against A1N1. Feel very sorry for A1N1 there. They got a really terrible seeding. Very unfortunate seeding here. Raiders through. MFG still playing against Shadow. Loka still playing against Crom. That is surprising. Serenity is through. Group 15. None of them have gone through to the grand final yet, so we'll go into the first match on Camstia. Heading up high to the top of the map, Camstia. Sparta, blue team from the south spawn, going mostly to A with red team, EN1 on the north spawn. Camstia, will we see campy gameplay or will we see some quick action? Let's follow Charlie Scene in the Team 100 LT, going through this route. Quickly go through to this area to get spots in, obviously. Charlie Scene spotted up Radium. As I approach really carefully. Ruler hasn't been spotted. You don't want to peek up too much. Looking the wrong way though. They're expecting someone to appear near C, but that light tag is not there either. They only have one light tag, so I would not have predicted anyone to go to C. To be honest, if my gun would point towards A, to be here. To be perfectly honest here. The 50Bs. They're going to unleash the entire clip onto Rapid, down to 791 hit points at the same time. Charlie Scene might get pushed. Radium didn't continue pushing. That's going to be a good idea because that's exactly where all the forces of Sparta are. Already some action at the start of the match, but none of the teams have gotten any bases just yet. But that could change very soon because Artvad is be very careful on B. But at the same time, W1N is going for B soon too. So actually, Philip is going to get C, but stopped because spotted on C. I don't think anyone has shots on C, and we can understand why PM1 is approaching C very carefully. But already we see a rotation from Sparta coming here. So Artvat can't go for B because W1N is there to reset B. Hit point still in favor of Sparta. Rapid has to be really careful now. Definitely the focus for Sparta, if they are not careful enough. I think we're hearing a miss somewhere. Overball receives a hit. At this moment, Sparta doesn't want to lose unnecessary hit points because they don't have a cap lead. They really want to make sure they have enough hit points to make a good push. Especially when Artvad is going to do a 1 vs 2. It's going to be tough. Will that elicit respawns for Sparta on the other side? We're just going to follow Artvad for now. Can Artvad survive for long? Artvad, double tap. Philip is going to put a shot into Artvad. Will kill Artvad. And tank advantage goes to PM1. Now Sparta's making a move on the other side. Is it going to be late though? I don't know. But PM1 has done a great job in putting the healthy tanks at the forward. The Radium's unable to run away quickly enough because the track is destroyed. Execution are down to a 2-shot. I think Sparta's done a really great job. There are some tanks that are hiding behind. I don't know why Abby is so far behind. And definitely W1N, you can't blame W1N and Philip because they were trying to kill Artvad. Executioner is now dead. Rapid is not going to last long in this world. Not about the kills here. It will be about Rapid and Abby now dead. It's going to be 3 vs 6. Charlie Scene coming from behind. Going to use HE Shell onto the backside of Philip Mucha. Great shot to W1N. And I don't think PM1 will come back from this. PM1 originally had a good idea, but I think their defensive line is pretty weak, and that gave Sparta some breathing space over to the other side. It could have gone really wrong for Sparta, I must say, but nonetheless, it's a decent win from Sparta, and that will mean it's going to be a 1-0 for Sparta. Right, so Sparta, well done here. 4 times 2 more on 2k, looked very smooth, very solid. PM1 came up really short. Only 2 times 2 more on 2k. We are going to the second match on Capstea now. This is not random match, this is a tournament. Okay, now we're seeing PM1 going for double crab bargain and IS7 and BK90.01 build Grilla. Because Light and 60 TP Sparta going for double 50B, double IS7, double M60 and a 60 TP. Okay, now Legend Outlaw might play in the team. Probably not happy about the performance in last match. There we go. We're loading in a little bit late. Hopefully the FPS is still maintaining at a good level. Oh, we'll head up high now. Ooh, FPS is dropping quite substantially. We'll be back soon, isn't it? Yeah, hopefully we will be back at 60. Looking at PM1, we'll be going mostly to BC and Sparta. Oh, also committing the forces over to C. It could get into Brawlfest very soon. Can PM1 cross this river unharmed? I don't think so. Rapid or tracked. And the ball going really aggressive but unharmed as well. Rapid will not last for long. First tank down already within a minute. Oh, big shots onto Arshia by the 60 TPs and Gorilla. Arshia could go down. And this will be even once again for both teams in terms of the number of tanks alive. At the same time, Sparta is going to make a push on to Radium. That's a really good choice here. And will be taken up in no time. Not sure why the Vickers Light was put so far forward and not running away, especially when most of the team is there. So that's a questionable setup by PM1. Certainly you don't want to use a light tank to hold out at the front line. That makes no sense at all. Waffen is now down to a one-shot here, and big shot onto Major as well. But as it goes, it's going to be Sparta. I really don't see a comeback from PM1 here, now down to 4 tanks here. And PM1 really, unless Sparta just committed a very poorly executed push, really, I don't think Sparta will lose. Oh, fire onto Major. Oh, Major would not be happy about this. And Patrick coming from behind. Great shot into Major. And 3 more tanks remaining on the battlefield for PM1. Oh, double tap onto Patrick as well. Sparta looking to make a push over to the remaining tanks of PN1. Back shots into Legend Outlaw and Artvard leading the charge. Great shot into Abby, and Executioner will not last for long. The last person standing. That is, I would have to say, to be honest with you, an easy match for Sparta. No difficulty for them to beat them, and they will go back to the grand final to join win. Well done to Sparta and PN1. They have a lot to do. They have to go back to the drawing board. They have a lot of mistakes, I have to say. A lot of decisional mistakes, some positional mistakes as well, and them also unable to conserve their points well. Although they have a couple of good moves, but that is really sporadic, not enough for them to win the matches. So now Sparta going back up. We're going to be seeing Win versus Sparta once again on a different map, obviously. And we are on to Normandy now, which is another campy map. So apologize. Hopefully the stream is not boring, but this is another boring map. Oh well, so Win versus Sparta back on Normandy. So what are we going to be seeing here? Win, potentially double T100 LT and quadruple I7 and S60 TP. On the other hand, Sparta going for a 50B, double 60 TP, a double M60, potentially a T100 LT and I7. Normandy is a really good map for hold down tanks, so we could see a couple of IS7 and I don't know, maybe M60s, but we don't know. But it's certainly good for mediums and lights because it's very open and you can run around. It's also quite a big map perceptionally as well when you have A and the CD caps being quite far from one another. You really do have to make use of the light tags to get information for the team. So once again, Normandy, two exceptionally strong teams here. Unfortunately, they have to face one another in such an early stage, but never say never. Sparta, can they make a comeback? Can they prove to us that they can beat Win? They can progress up the ladder and be one of the top teams. So Normandy. Normandy, we're seeing Win. Now going for officially double T100 LT, double I7 triple 60 TPs. What I would expect, most teams would focus their forces onto CD, and then they would focus on A. The reason why it can get really campy is that there are 4 caps. Each cap will give you 3 cap points of increase per 2 seconds, and if no one is able to get A, that could mean all 7 minutes will be used up before any team could get to 1,000 cap points, unless someone gets A. But that would kind of speed things a little bit. So 5 more seconds remaining, and we're going to Normandy. First match. Who will get the spots in stage 3 of Money Blaster Open? We'll find out now. Normandy. Let's see when red team from the south spawn and Sparta, blue team from the north spawn. And we'll see Kuma from north in the T100 LT. Going to get spots up, essentially. All Charlie seen spotted. And Freeborn and Flybars are both spotted as well. D could be captured by Nopen here. But Win will get C first, and Sparta will get D next. Will Kuma try get A though? If they could get A, that will put them in a good advantage, but they don't want to review the position as well. What Kuma is trying to do instead is... I thought he was trying to reset A, but it seems circling around, hovering around near the area. Patrick. I do think there is some trouble coming in the way of Kuma. I don't think Kuma is going to be happy about this one. Danger is imminent. Big shot into Patrick, onto Kuma. But he will not be alone. Patrick will tee up with Charlie Scene on Kuma from North. But that could also mean Sparta has a numerical disadvantage over to B. That means they have to stay put. They have to stay alive. They don't want to lose unnecessary hit points. So far, it's so good for Sparta. They have traded really well. Game from North losing so many hit points, and now comes the push off Win. Big shots onto Freeborn. Oh, but some shots onto PM as well. This is exciting stuff. Freeborn down to a one shot. Can Sparta absorb the pressure well? At the same time, Charlie Scene and Patrick, they need to be quick in killing off the tanks. And Freeborn down to one shot. Could be the first tank down. Lays from North. No, it will be a Rambo from North getting the kill. But still, the hit points are in favor of Sparta. And I would have to say, there's a 1v1 going on from Charlie Scene and Cuba from North. Charlie Scene, no room for loss here. Oh, on fire. Only one shot. He can't afford to bounce! Oh, both of the tanks bounced here. Oh my god, this is epic. This is epic stuff. At the same time, Sparta's lost so many hit points on the other side. That means now, for some reason, Win has flipped the hit points in favor of them. And Flybars needs to put a shell onto UPM. It will be the case. Patrick is unable to kill Gabe before that. And the Charlie Scene... pretty low in health. How did Win come back here? Certainly, Sparta has done all the right things. Maybe not a focus fire. Maybe that would be the reason. Maybe Win has put a lot more shells into Sparta, and that might be the reason why Win can't come up trumps here. And it was a brave effort from Sparta. Wouldn't say that was a terrible batch from them. They have done all they could. But there is only one winner, and that winner is Win, and that means Win. First match in the bag. It was a bit of a scare here. We thought Win could do this. I'm not sure if there was an emerald rack happening here. Artvar doing 0 damage is pretty suspicious. I think I didn't catch that on the stream if that ever happened. But, well, what can I say? what a good win for Win here. So Normandy, Sparta, that was, I think, the best match from them so far. But really, they have to really get their focus right and all the shots in. I think all the movement they have done is not bad at all. They've done all the right things in terms of moving around. Certainly, Win just fares a lot better when it comes to getting all the shots in. Probably. So we are going back to the second match for Normandy. Win triple 62 piece, double IS7, double T100 LT. Sparta double 62 piece, double T100 LT, an IS7, an M60, and also a 60TP. So this is going to be now or never for Sparta. They are in danger of getting knocked out in Money Blaster Open, and that would end their campaign in this tournament. A lot of people are not happy about this tournament format because it's not like the winter season. There's only one Money Blaster Open tournament, and people think it's not enough. But I do have to remind you that this is not considered a major season under Wargaming, and I do consider this more like an FA Cup, where it's more like a smaller tournament, and it's not meant to seed teams in the most perfect way. It's and not to decide the top 4 in the most perfect way as well. So let's go back and see Normandy, and another exciting matches at our horizon. Win this time on the north spawn. Sparta blue team from the south. Let's follow Ram from north this time. But none of them. Oh, no pen. Interesting. Showing the backside. Prepare to run away if need be. So only spotted up Lays though. I don't think that will be enough. Or maybe he also spotted up Gabe, and we also see more tanks being spotted up. But Win this time will have the cap lead, and Sparta would need to do the rotation instead. So now Sparta. Holding, waiting to see the weak point of Win. Flybass is spotted. Oh, Charlie seen. Getting shot at point, but they couldn't find Charlie scene. Meanwhile, Win is just holding. Nothing you need to do here. Oh, Gabe from north. Good idea here. Good spot. The Sparta, are they ready to shut down Gabe? Potentially yes, we're seeing a move. Oh, Gabe got a big careless. Oh, there's a bounce onto Gabe. Once again, Sparta trading better at the start, but this is not going to be enough. It all boils down to the mid and late game stages, and if Win decides to push C, which I don't think they should, Sparta might have the advantage here. But also Gabe is losing so many hit points, being a bit careless here. Win applying pressure onto Flypass and Patrick could work. I mean, especially when what Sparta is doing, it is quite a stratified defensive setup. It's certainly not difficult for Win to focus down tanks, I have to say. But Win keeps on bleeding, and Patrick, that is going to be an important move here. And Win, I think, will certainly push C. Sparta, this is their only chance. They can't F this up. And Gabe will be down first. They were looking for Lays from north next. Lays from north against 2 tanks or 3 tanks. Meanwhile, Win's looking for Flypass. The Flypass is moving back, and they need to draw a long distance to get that tank out. A great chance now, opportunity for Sparta. They can't mess this up now. But Win, big push onto Flypass, and it's now down to a 1-shot. And will be killed by Rambo from north. Miss Pico could be the next tank down for Sparta. They're quite low, the lowest hit points at the moment on the battlefield, or maybe not, because Rambo has fewer hit points but in proportion, Miss Pyko has lower proportion, so that's quite an illusion. But in fact, at one point, Rambo has 0 hit points, but Miss Pyko's now down to a 1-shot, and we could see Patrick killing off Miss Pyko. Certainly, Sparta has this in the bag. Oh, Torpy next time down now. Well done to Sparta. This is amazing match. I'm very certain that they will have a win in the bag in one of the matches, and this is the match we are talking about. Even though the T100 LT is still alive, I think their efforts will be in vain. There's still 4 tanks alive there, and 3 really healthy tanks, so really no chance for win totally now. It all boils down to the tiebreaker now. But we're going to put a base show to Opium, yes, Patrick, bounced though. And down to a 1-shot for Opium. So we'll see. Big shot to Kuma as well. Patrick kills off Opium. Sparta, it will be a bonus if they can kill off Kuma. Doesn't matter if they can't, they have the caps, more than 900 cap points, and that ram from No Pen will not be enough to kill Kuma. It will be Hat-Trick getting this kill instead. Okay. Okay. I think Eminence is streaming as well tonight. I believe she's following Endgame. I might be wrong, but we'll see. And wow, what a match! We're now on to Port Bay, and it's all or nothing now. Sparta, that was a good performance. Certainly not that much different from the first match. I do believe there must be some mistake happening around that area. Oh, Ronin is also streaming, so that's it. I think Ronin is streaming Loka. I can't recall. Yes, 1-1. Exciting stuff. The win is going for double T100 LT, double I7, triple 60 TPs. They're still committing with 2 light tanks. It has proven to be effective, but that is at the cost of the armor and hit points. Sparta still continues with their no medium or light setup. That is quite reminiscent of the recent meta here. Certainly double I7 and M60 triple 60 TP at the composite 1B, and the reason why you aren't seeing a lot of mediums and lights in the current meta is because a lot of the heavy tanks now have quite a lot of mobility, especially the I7 and M60. I probably think concept 1B as well, but I can't confirm. Here we go. All or nothing, win and Sparta. Who will go home and who will stay on? We'll find out now. Let's follow Kuma from north here. And we'll be seeing what's going to happen here. Sparta going mostly to sea. Oh, well, let's follow Rambo from north as well. Vabon is spotted. But Sparta. Oh, I don't know about this. A is captured. This means Sparta will not have the cap lead. Shot's been fired. It doesn't hit anywhere. But at the same time, it's very spread out. I'm not sure if Sparta knows this one. Oh, great 80 shell onto Flybus. And certainly Lays would try his luck on Flybus here. Flybus misses onto Lays, but great idea for Flybus to pull back just in time before Lays is able to use a cap resetting shell. At the same time now, Sparta might be looking to Not sure what they're trying to achieve here. They are relocating back towards their spawn. We are certainly looking for a push over to BA, but also at the same time, Flyboss, Charlie Scene, and Fabon are very far away from the rest of the team. So I do feel very worried about Sparta here win. If they push at the right time, this is going to be game over for Sparta. At the same time, Win is just going back to A, so this is going back and forth. But could go very horribly wrong for the T100 LTs, and that could be the case now. Oh, Rambo has been shot once, but they have spotted 3 tanks. Will Win make a push now? I think that's going to be important whether the T100 LTs are able to stay alive. This is going to matter the most. Sparta going to get A, but Vabon in the corner. Oh no, the winner's going back to A. Really interesting move here, but I don't think Sparta has crossfire. Oh, this is going to be unexpected. Sparta, can they hold on? I think that could be a good move from Win. If they commit to that, that could be even better. Unfortunately, I think Sparta has Win cornered now. Unless Win is going to make a big push over to A. This could mean Sparta has this in the bag. I don't know. I think this is going to be really close, tantalizingly close. With trying to see big shot to Laser North. Can they kill Laser North quickly enough? No, they're diverting their attention away from Laser North, and they're going back to Laser North. Obviously, when they have to hurry up with the kills. They need to do this one. Kuman very low, El Nope is still very low, but they have to hurry up. Sparta has all 7 tanks still on the battlefield, and this is looking more and more likely that Sparta is going to go get to stage 3 and Win could get out of stage 2. El Nope is now killed. I don't know, Win would be hoping for an L-Rack happening somewhere, but Kuman from North is now killed. 4 versus 6 now. Artra very low. Upium is the next tank down for Flyboss. Sparta certainly feeling it. I don't know. Torby now down. Psycho very healthy, but will not be in this status for long. Rambo from North is dead, and Miss Pyko last person standing. Wow. Sparta, Shantae, you stay. Win, sachet away. Well done to Sparta. They are through to stage 3. I do feel really sorry for Win here. I think they have made a very unexpected move, but I would have loved them to commit to that, because that would throw Sparta off guard. And look where 3 of the other heavy tanks are. They are really far away. So if Win actually committed to that push, I do think they would have won against Sparta, but that was really close. Sparta, I think they really warmed up now, and I think they would be absolutely jubilant to be through to stage 3, and they now have a solid chance of securing a spot in the Money Blaster final. I'm really happy about this match. Really happy to follow this group. Win and Sparta, both of these teams gave their all. Very unfortunate these teams are drawn against one another in the seeding, but what can I say? I do hope Wargaming grants a wildcard to Win, because that's some really top-notch stuff. Certainly, I hope Win will come back stronger from this. They are a very strong clan. They will come back stronger. Spring season will be the next season they are keeping tabs on, and certainly this is not the end of the road for them. They have the entire year ahead of them. I just hope they don't disintegrate once again quickly just after this tournament, because they have so much potential. I think they can come back stronger. Don't let this dishearten you. This is really just a minor tournament. But yeah, all the best to Win in the next season. Really hope they will come back the same roster. And Sparta, well done to you. Really showed the amount of hard work put in the last few weeks. That really showed in the stream. Well done. Hello, Kapaka, how are you doing? Bell say the double light tank meta is for fun. I do agree. The meta can be very boring with no mediums or lights. I do really love. I really love to see mediums or lights. I mean, this is the tank type that I love the best. So yeah. Wow. What more can I say? And now I will go through all groups. For now, you still have a chance to apply to still have a chance to apply to the giveaway. So do that quickly. Certainly, let's see. Let's go through one by one. I do think there is a lot to fill. I mean, a lot of blanks to fill. So let's go to group 1. Alright, so let's go to group 1. Group 1 we have Kodak's winning War 962-0, losing to TXC 02. So what happens to TXC is that they lost to Endgame 0-2 twice. So Endgame is through to stage 3. Okay, group 2 we have Quick we have they lost to Jumbo 1-2 in the end. So what Jumbo did is that they won against Row 2-0, Quick 2-1, and lost to ZGS 0-2. So ZGS is through to the next round. And Quick lost to ZGS 0-2. Well done ZGS. Great to see them coming through. And group 3 we are seeing 7 bad. Beating Bopo 2-0, losing to Camry 0-2 again, and Camry lost to ASP 0-2. Group 4, we have both Vale and A1M1 in the final. Heroes, they lost to A1M1 0-2. Next time, 1-0. So they're through. What about A1M1? They lost to Vale. 1-2 first time, second time 0-2. So Fujit Fujit will stream in his own perspective for another day. Well done to Vale tonight. I'm certain Fujit will feel really happy about this result. Group 5 we have GG. Oh, hello Fujit. Yes, well done to Sparta. GG to win. The battle pass giveaway is still going on, so make sure while I'm going through all the groups, you apply to the battle pass giveaway, and I will draw the winners after I go through all the groups and know all the results of tonight. So let's go to Fail. Fail. Okay. So actually, it will be good to actually switch to the screen. Fail lost to Cyril twice and won Orlick 2-0. What about Cyril against TDT? Oh my goodness me! I think there is an upset here. TTT got knocked out. They won 0-1 TT 2-1 in the grand final. What an upset it was. Certainly no one saw that coming. Wow, that the scene could be changed a lot now. This is a big upset. So not sure what happened there. But Charm, they have lost to Demo 0-2 twice, and 7-7 they have won 2-0. As for FaZe, Demo, they lost to FaZe 0-2, but they won 2-0 against FaZe next. So whether to Demo, they are through to the next round. These two teams are quite closely matched, so I wasn't very surprised. But both teams being quite close in the end. And certainly Group 7. They lost to Immortals and Rap 3 0-2. But certainly Rap 3 has won 2-0. Yeah. Well done to Rap 3. They're through. Group 8. Well done to Immortals. They are through. Group 8. Oh my gosh. We have ZGS and no, that was Group 2. Group 8 we have winners and 57TH. 70M also beating 57TH. First time they lost to 57TH. The second time 1-2. They also lost to winners 1-2. So that is, yeah, yeah, that is heartbreaking. They were very close to the grand final, but not really in the end. So what happened to 57TX, I wonder? They lost to Winners 0-2, but they won against T1L. I think the other T1L clan 2-0 to but their journey will end here. Winners will be through to next round. Group 9. We have ZSIF beating Karash 2-0 and A1N1. This is going to be exciting. Are they able to knock out Jones, or are they going to succumb to the seeding? And we'll find out now. A1N1 lost to Jones both times. Sadly, their journey ends here. And Jones looking very strong at the moment. But I do have to feel really sorry about A1N1. That was a terrible seeding for them. Nonetheless, even the second team has better seeding than the first. So I was quite surprised about this. Potentially because there are a couple of green win rates. I don't know, but I don't really like win rate seeding because it really includes all your noob era face, your noob face. So no, so let's go to Group 10 FRS. C1 3 2-3 2-0. Lost to Kraken Esports 0-2, and what happened to Kraken Esports, I wonder? Lost to Immortal second team twice. The first time they were very close. Second time they lost 2-0. So we're going to Group 11. Group 11, Chai Raiders are through, so all games have finished. So Tess lost to Chai Raiders and Eagle, and they are out of this tournament. Meanwhile, Ego won 2-0 in the lower bracket twice, and they lost to Chai Raiders 0-2 in the final. What about Group 12? MFG and Shadow. MFG knocked out Shadow, as I would have imagined. I do have an inkling that will happen in the end. So 4 more, 1 CY4OK. I assume it's in Rush, it's in Cyrillic, so I don't exactly know how it's pronounced. It could be Suchok. I don't know. Might have butchered that completely, but yeah. But the upper bracket final, Shadow lost to MFG twice 0-2. Well, that's upsetting because I would have thought Shadow will put up a fight against MFG, and it seems it's not the case. And Fujit congratulated his team for qualifying to stage 3. That's a huge achievement considering, as he said, the team was only put together in the last few days. Certainly very impressive indeed. And let's look at Group 13 here. Group 13, Omega lost to Chrome 1-1, Red 5-2-0, lost to Loka. Oh, I wonder what happened there. Certainly Chrome went against the odds and beat Loka. Well, that's really really surprising to me. So what happened to Loka? Yeah. Oh, oh my god, we're very close against Chrome. Oh, heartbreak to Chrome though. I mean, against the Titans, it's going to be a tall order anyway. But coming really close to qualification, coming close to knocking out Loco is quite an achievement to behold. So I hope Chrome will not feel frustrated about this result. In fact, they should feel really proud of this. And this is pretty much a small scale tournament, so there is always still a chance in the spring season that will matter the most. Hopefully, they won't disband just yet. They still have a good future ahead of them. We're looking at Group 14. IOS winning. BWB twice. No, IOS lost to. There must be some mistakes here. Okay, BWB won ITED 2-1. And lost to IOS 0-2. Meanwhile, IOS lost to Serenity twice 0-2. Okay, the fifth group 15. The group that I don't know what's going. I mean, I don't know how it would go in the end. Corp bowed out the tournament, barely losing to 1-2, but they beat H 2-0. So it was good in the end, but looking at 1-10, they have lost to Ascend 1-2 twice, and Ascend are through to the next round. We know what happened to Group 16. Alright, so Group 17. Oh, wow. Oh, we got another upset here. Raid got knocked out. Surprisingly, I don't know what happened there, Raid. That was very surprising. Tink won GDWPL 2-0. Mir. And then what happened to Raid? Interestingly, Raid won against M on R 2-0, lost to and then lost to Raid 0-2, and then won Raid again 2-0. Oh my goodness me. That is really unexpected, and certainly being the Blitz Premier Cup Season 3 winners to bow out like that in this style spectacularly, no one would see it coming, but that also means that one of the top 4 contenders are already out of this tournament, and this is pretty much magic of this tournament. Is every match counts. You cannot underestimate your opponent's strength. And then RI2 lost to Mark twice 0-2, won Ignore 2-0. And what happened to Mark here? They lost to D1S 0-2 twice. Well, so well done to D1S. Maybe that's the main team. I don't know. And then Group 19. Oh, it was very unfortunate. They got two Amorax. Oh. And then Group 19, we have SPS winning N1 2-0 but lost to Hate 0-2. So what happened to Hate here? They lost to Prof first, and they won Prof the second time round. So well to Hate. The Group 20. Group 20, we have Cron bowing out, losing to winning KPB 2-0, losing to Kova 0-2 the second time. What about SYS? They lost. They won Kova 2-1 twice, so that's really close for them. Next we have Group 21. Group 21. We have Tux winning. They won, and 3P again. 2-0. They lost Turks 0-2 twice. So Turks are through. Group 22 we have Omni. Omni lost to TDH, 1-2 lost to Reti 0-2. So that's going to be, they will be gutted. Let's see what's happened to TDH. They won against RTK 2-1, lost to Reti 0-2. Next we have Group 23. Group 23, we have TRA losing to Whelp 0-2, winning against SRV 2-0. Then and then Whelp knocking out TRA and MT. That was an upset again. TRA and MT, I mean, sure, Blitz Premier Cup, they showed that they are a decent team, but not sure what happened there. And that is unexpected as well. The Group 24, WTB knocked out another interesting result, but then Cash is also a great clan, so yeah. That full surprises tonight, I have to say, I have to admit. So Cash beat W2B 2-0 the second time, lost to W2B first time, won. Okay, looking at Group 25. Group 25 we have APA and knocking out BHELL. They won Kaiju the second time round 2-1, lost to APA 0-2 next. So I assume Kaiju lost to AP 0-2. Phoenix knocking out Pink. It was going to be close anyway, but Eagles won TDK 2-0. And what about Phoenix? won, I think the second time 2-1. First time they lost 1-2. That's really close again. Finally, well, not finally, it was still going through the list. Group 27. Group 27. First alliance is through, as expected. Oh, but that was a bit of a close one indeed. First, SWS really tried their hardest. It was going to come short anyway. Meaning Omni has won twice in the lower bracket, 2-1. Finally, they succumbed to the superior First Alliance team. Which means finally we have Group 28. So how did that go? T1L is through, Zenith is out. Zenith beat TS 2-0, but lost to T1L 0-2. So RNG actually beat T1L the first time, but not the second time. So T1L lost to RNG 1-2 and then beat RNG 2-1. So, wow, what can I say? This is amazing to watch. Tonight is fantastic, and well, we know all the 28 teams for tomorrow, and here are the seeding. Here's the seeding. Tomorrow, Group 1, we have Endgame, Hate, Cash, and D1S. Certainly, I'll have to say Cash and D1S are both to look out for. Group 2, we have Sparta, APA, Immortals, and MFG. This is going to be a tough group. Once again, for Sparta, that's because it's Immortals' first team, but they've beaten Immortals' first team before in Blitz Premier Cup. So I expect APA and Sparta, but it will be very, very close indeed. Once again, Group 3. SYST1M, ZGS, and Chai Raiders. Well, I think this could be free route estate for these teams. Certainly a mix in the bag, but ZGS and Chai Raiders, big chance for them to qualify in this group. That's not the worst group they have. Group 4, we have First Alliance, Serenity Zero, and Immortal second team. Certainly, Serenity has a really good group, so I expect them to go through. Group 5, we have Jones, Reti Winners, and M1R. I think Reti needs to beat M1R. Hopefully, they won't. But as unlucky as Raid, surely I think they will go through. And Jones obviously as well. Group 6 will be Turks, Demo, Phoenix, and Ascend. Once again, Turks has a really good group. I do think they will qualify without a doubt. And finally, Group 7, we have Whelp, ASP Loca, and Veil. So, this is going to be a tough one. ASP and Veil, between these two, I do think there's a chance Veil could qualify. I think Fujit will be very happy about this seeding. But Loca, surely, I don't think they will have any problem at all. Save the scare from Chromatics, this one, I don't think they should be able to worry at all. So, that is me for tonight. I think on Friday we'll follow Group 2. This is a really juicy group to follow. And as always, we'll do the draw now. Oh, that was very sad to see here, Lord Laurel. Pink lost from an Amarak in the third game, in the tiebreaker. So that is obviously not nice to see. That means there was a lot of Amaraks, a lot of game-changing Amaraks. Um, right, so let me see if I can switch to this screen now. Now I will get the YouTube comments, so no more. So we can't submit an entry now. Hopefully we get enough comments. There are only 21 unique comments here, so that's not a lot. So half of you will get the battle pass. So let's begin the raffle, shall we? Yeah, there we go. Let's pick the first one. So congratulations to 4 Point Sun. You are going to be you're going to have the battle pass for March. And before I continue, I'm just going to use Sumo, hop over to the lounge and record the result. And the next one we have the deal for Ryu, which he said earlier that he would give the battle pass to someone else. So I'm going to pick another winner in this case. The next one we have Heidi. Hopefully I got your name right, pronounced correctly. Congratulations, you will get a battle pass. And the next winner will be G Wolverine. Congratulations, you won the battle pass. And then the next one we have Necromancer. Oh, we have a lot of Asia server winners here, so that's good. We have the Asia server rooting for my stream. And the next one we have you again. Lucky you. I will pick another winner in this case. Rox Tiger, congratulations. You have a battle pass. And then we have I'm pretty sure there is something wrong with graphics again. You again. Tonka boy, congratulations! You get a battle pass. We now have 6 winners and a lot of duplicates. Next one we have is Mer. So congratulations. And then the next one we will have Stifler Pro 11. Okay, so now we have 8. We are left with 2 more. Good luck, everyone. You again. Let's pick another one. It's Core. Congratulations, of Max. So we're left with only one more winner to go. So let's see. Ah, congratulations, Layla. You won a battle pass. So we got all our winners here, and we'll show that to the screen right now. And congratulations to these winners tonight. You have won a battle pass. I'll make sure I will include that in Discord. And that will be brilliant. So thank you all for watching this stream. Gone for an hour, I would say, but the end, we got there to the end. So yes, thank you very much, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.